C.J. McCollum courtside as well here at Cox Pavilion. And of course, one of the highest scoring backcourts in the NBA. C.J. McCollum there, and we have Damian Lillard here, and talked about just your leadership role. And certainly you've been a leader throughout the course of your, whether it's high school, college, but then also you transition into the NBA. LaMarcus Aldridge leaves, and it's truly your team.
Yeah. I think since I came in the league, I've kind of had a bit of a leadership role just because I'm the point guard. When you're in control as much as I am as the point guard, you have to have some form of leadership. But when LA left, it became solely me as the leader. And I didn't feel like I needed to do anything crazy or anything drastic, as far as change. But the first thing I wanted to do is let guys know that I genuinely wanted to see them do well. I told them that I wanted to be held accountable if I wasn't doing what I needed to be doing. The line was open for them to say what they needed to say to me because I was going to do it to them. I was going to hold them accountable. And I just encourage guys to work hard. We got to be unselfish. We got to be together. And that's what's going to give us a chance, to continue to grow and get better. It's going to be a process for us, and we got to stay true to that. When we have highs, we got to stay true to it. When we have lows, we got to stay true to it. And everybody kind of just fell in line, and it was up and up for us.
That was a great year, 44 and 38 Cherry Stotts. We haven't heard from Brent Barry yet because I think he's stumbling over some of the high school rivalry here. Him going to De La Salle, is that are you okay over there?
I know that Damian has some ill will towards De La Salle. He fouled out in his last high school game in the third quarter. And
they cheated us.
Thought the fix was in. I don't know if a Christian Brothers school can do that. You can't do that.
Hey man, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
I want to ask you, Damian, along the lines of leadership, it's interesting that you talk about how it is you communicate with your teammates, but it also has to come from the coaching staff enabling you to have that voice, flexibility, and room for growth as well. So the idea about the connection between you and Terry Stotts and how organic that growth has been, what has he meant to you as a coach so far in your career?
I mean, he's been huge. I love Coach Stotts. He's one of the best coaches I've ever played for as far as a person goes. Coming into the league, I wouldn't be what I am if he hadn't given me the opportunity and had the trust in me to handle the ball in late game situations, playing through mistakes. He allowed me to grow. He threw me in the fire. He always had my back. He was communicating with me. It was a level of respect, him holding me accountable and him pulling me to the side, him pulling me in his office saying what I didn't do well. He was honest with me. And it's been each year. So, he's, in a way, he's allowed me to become what I've become. Maybe some other coaches don't have that trust in a rookie or a second-year player and don't give them that type of opportunity. And, I'm very thankful for, the coach that I came into the league and that I play for.
It's a huge day for Portland with Myers Leonard re-signing and Alan Crabb being retained by the Blazers and shunning the offer sheet from Brooklyn and them matching today. But along the same lines, the additions to your team with Evan Turner and Festus Ezeli, how excited are you about the possibilities next year for your team's continued growth with the continuity of the guys coming back and what you know of the abilities of both Turner and Ezeli?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the game. When I'm not playing, I'm watching as many games as I can. On League Pass, I'm going from game to game. But it was huge for us to bring guys like Myers and AC back because they meant so much to our team this past season, and they've been a part of our growth. And they come this summer, they get a lot better. Everybody gets better, and we come back and we're an improved team with the guys that we've had. Then you go look at bringing in Evan Turner, giving us another playmaker, another ball handler, taking pressure off of myself and CJ, a guy that can go score, a good defensive rebounder, a good defender, good size. He's been in the league for some time now. Played on a really good Boston team. They had a year in Philly where they were really good. He was the number 2 pick of the draft, so he can play. One of the best players in college the year before he came out. So I'm excited about what he could bring to our team. I think he can make us a lot better and take a lot of pressure off of me and CJ. And then you look at Festus, he's been on a championship team. He was on the team by record the best in NBA history, and he's been around a winning culture. So he brings that to the table. He's a really good rim protector, and he's young. He's just as young as the rest of us. So I think he comes with a lot of value as well. So I'm excited. Even Shabazz Napier, a young point guard that we brought in. I can play off the ball with him. CJ can play off the ball with him. He can shoot the ball. He's quick. He's crafty with the ball. So I really like a lot of the moves that we made to go along with bringing a lot of our guys back.
Is it just me, or does AC have a lot more buddies here this summer than he did last year?
I mean,
he's got a lot of boys with him.
Got a lot more money too. Got a lot more money. So
just observing, Matt.
Yeah, man, they happy for him, I guess. So they hanging out.
29-19, 10-point advantage. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Damian, our talk in this game coming in is about the opportunity for the guys who are going to return to the roster. Of course, Pat Connaughton and Noah Vonleh. What are the things about those two players that you see every day in practice that have you excited about where they can go, how their games can grow?
Well, with Noah, he's so young. Noah's 20 years old, and he's going into his third year in the NBA. Really talented. He has a great skill set. He can handle the ball. He can guard 1 through 5. He's a lot more athletic than he looks. He'll get the ball and he'll explode up there and dunk. He just had a tip dunk after the whistle, and it didn't look like he was going to get up like that. But and he listens. He's a young guy that doesn't think he knows everything. When coaches yell at him and get on him, he not pouting and putting his head down and saying stuff under his breath. He take it, and he move on. He's a really good dude. So it's fun. Every morning that I come to the gym, I show up early, and right after I walk in there, Noah's usually right there behind me, and they got to have about 3 T-shirts out there for him because he sweats so bad. And then Pat is just another guy that works hard. He's very coachable, and he could have went and played baseball, but he's passionate about the game of basketball. He's very, very curious. Me and Pat are lockers, like 2 lockers apart, and he asks me a million questions a day. He just always want to know more, and he want to learn. So I think our group of young players, they're good guys, and they're good to be on the team with, good to be around. Luis Montero as well. He'll call me at 7 in the morning, like, damn, I need a ride on a blackout day. So. It's great that we can have relationships, but they work hard. They're good people, man. So I come here to support them and also to see how much better they've gotten since our season ended. So.
Another player that certainly, really played exceptionally well for you this season and appeared as though really settled in nicely was Al-Farouq Aminu. You go back to Game 3 in the second round against Golden State. He had 23 points. Of course, you dropped 8 threes in that game for 40 points, and CJ had 22. But talk about Al-Farouq Aminu and what he has been able to do for the Blazers.
First of all, he's been a great teammate as well. He's a quiet guy. He comes in, he get his work done, he speak to everybody. He don't say much. He do his music, and we talk about our music. Me and him, we get in the steam room, and we chop it up about the team. But his versatility. Knowing what you're going to get out of a guy, I think it means a lot to our team that he's so low maintenance and even kill all the time. He had a stretch in the Clippers series where they was leaving him open and he wasn't shooting well. And as the season went on, he didn't shy away. He didn't get down on himself and disappear. He just started to shoot the ball better. He kept staying after practice, getting more shots up, and he started shooting the ball well when we needed him to. So having a guy like that, it makes a huge difference for our team.
Damian Lillard, thank you. And by the way, birthday next week. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
All right.